It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and check it out. Now, listen, man, I usually don't advocate this type of fuckery. But still, man, you know what, man? The amount of pettiness that has erupted between these two rappers, man, the only thing I could say, and I gotta quote the famous Babs Bunny from Making a Band, let them niggas fight. Now, it's two rappers, okay? They've been going back and forth, pettiness. They've been suing each other, throwing shade, dissing each other. You'd be surprised that these guys are actually approaching 40. Fucking 40. Now, they need to just fight on some Def Jam Vendetta shit, maybe some Hell in a Cell, tables, ladders, and chairs. I don't know, man. Could be like Mankind versus Undertaker. But still, these two grown-ass niggas, one looks like fucking a Mark Anthony or Rikishi, the other looks like Booker T. They keep going back and forth on some dumb shit, and I'm talking about Rick Ross and 50 Cent. Now, if you guys don't know, and let me just tell you how crazy this is, okay? The most ridiculous thing about their whole beef is that if you don't even remember why they're beefing, it all stemmed from Rick Ross saying that he saw 50 Cent at some award show and 50 Cent looked at him the wrong way. What kind of moist shit is that? These niggas are gangsters.
Was trying to figure out, I had all kinds of theories on where these problems started from. Is it because of Lil Wayne? Is it because of DJ Khaled? Did something happen between you two personally?
It's nothing that could be really personal, but you understand? It's like a UFO, you understand? He a nigga that I actually seen at the BET Awards, and I had different intentions for him. And when I went backstage and I bumped into him, he made an expression on his face that kind of disappointed me being a real nigga. So, you know, I just, I gave him a pass, and we just kept it moving, you understand? But at the same token, it was just time to let niggas know what the real was.
All right, so it's all because of an expression on his face? Like, what kind of expression?
It's deeper than rap, baby. It's deeper than rap.
Now, because of that, all type of fuckery ensued afterwards. Okay, we're talking about sex tapes, lawsuits, diss songs, chain snatching, people getting beat up, and people, of course, getting piped out on ashy leather couches. But with this now recent thing with Rick Ross, if you guys don't know, man, Rick Ross caught a felony for beating up his contracted worker who was throwing a party at his mansion while he was away. 50 Cent has now jumped on to piggyback onto this new thing, taking pictures with the guy that is trying to get Rick Ross sent to jail, okay? Now, he also put up a caption, say, like, he hopes that Ricky either pays up, which means either Rick Ross either cuts a check or Ricky actually goes to jail. Now, Rick Ross today, he's filing a counter lawsuit against the guy who he allegedly pistol whipped, and he's citing defamation. The reason why, he says, listen, as soon as I saw you posing up with 50 Cent, I know what it is. You only want motherfucking money, okay? Now, he put out a statement, and he said, on behalf of Mr. Robert Williams, we have filed a countersuit that addresses the real perpetrators, Jonathan Zamudio, the guy who got pistol whipped, and Leonardo Carceres, and calls for all claims in the August 25th assault/kidnapping civil suit to be dropped. At its core, these trumped-up allegations lack credible evidence and are an attempt at extorting money from Mr. Roberts. From the 911 call that doesn't mention an assault or injuries, to the notion that Mr. Roberts kidnapped his accusers when they were in fact trespassing on his property without permission, and the mere association with Mr. Roberts' accuser and Mr. Curtis Jackson speaks volumes to their lack of credibility and the likelihood of collusion. Mr. Roberts' reputation has been defamed and his business is compromised. We will vigorously dispute all of Mr. Zamudio's and Mr. Carceres' claims and aggressively pursue the substantial damages Mr. Roberts has incurred stemming from these false claims from the plaintiffs. Now, here's the big problem with that, okay? So if you guys didn't understand all that legal mumbo jumbo, basically they're saying, hey, judge, we want you to throw out the civil suit that's being filed by this guy trying to get money from Rick Ross, and we want to sue him for defaming Rick Ross's character. Now, I'm going to tell you simply off the bat, it's not going to happen. The reason why it's not going to happen is that Rick Ross actually has felony charges, okay? Which means that's different from a civil suit. You have a civil suit filed by the guy, and there's felony charges that were actually brought by the DA, okay? And usually, civil charges just piggyback off actual criminal charges. So to be honest, if the police did not get it wrong, and if you're saying that the guy is trying to defame your character, I haven't heard him say nothing. And believe me, I'm trying to give Rick Ross the benefit of the doubt, but the guy hasn't said nothing. The most he's done is actually take a picture with 50 Cent. But the reason why you got charged is because police saw evidence that you or somebody else pistol whipped the guy and they believed it was you. Okay, so to be honest, unless you beat that felony case, you're not going to get them to throw this out. Yes, you might be able to countersue in case he does anything in the future. Like, for example, him and 50 Cent does like a DVD or something on This Is 50. But you're not going to get him to throw out the civil lawsuit while you still have criminal charges hanging over your head. Now, the biggest problem in this whole thing, right, is that you know who wins in all this, man? It's not 50 Cent. It's not Rick Ross. It's only the lawyers. They're filing lawsuits back and forth. 50 Cent's trying not to pay Rick Ross baby moms. He's going back and forth to court. The lawyers are getting rich, and the same thing in Rick Ross's case. Everybody except 50 Cent and Rick Ross is actually winning. The lawyers are eating it up and like, we'll file lawsuits all day. We'll stay in court all day. We're getting paid all day. So I'm kind of surprised about it, man. These two guys just need to ignore each other or just leave each other the fuck alone. I'm not sure why 50 Cent, who's going through a bankruptcy hearing, trying to quote unquote not pay Rick Ross's baby moms, would even align himself with somebody who allegedly was beaten by Rick Ross. Come on, man. Your brownie points is over with. It's over. It's not going to bring your musical career back. So what are you doing it for? I'm confused. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, man. Definitely subscribe. But Rick Ross is definitely trying to countersue the guy who filed a civil lawsuit on him. It has nothing to do with the criminal charges he's actually facing. And because of that, whatever he just tried to, the motion to dismiss is probably going to get thrown out. Because there's an actual criminal case against Rick Ross. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe, man. It's your boy, DJ Akademiks. I'm out.